Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sioux Falls Christian High School. Tonight's game, girls' game between the Tri-Valley Mustangs and your Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. Tri-Valley comes into this game with a record of 7 wins and 9 losses. Sioux Falls Christian comes with a record of 14 wins and 2 losses. Head coach for Tri-Valley is Dan Jewett. Assistant coaches are Sam Williams, Justin Nyard, Sammy Van Elso, and head coach for Sioux Falls Christian, Andy Young. Assistant coaches Ryan Fetters and Zach Perry and Dana Schneider. Tonight's starting lineups for Tri-Valley: number 2, Stephanie Buchman, 5'4" guard. She's a senior. Number 10, Hillary Hastings, 5'9" junior forward. Number 14, Lauren Grindy, a 5'6" junior guard. Number 30, Madeline Winslow, a 5'11" sophomore guard. And number 40, Ava Pearson, a 6-foot senior center. For the Chargers tonight, they will start all seniors on senior night. That is happening right now. They'll start number 0, Mariah Harrison, a 5'6" senior guard. Number 2, Brenna Bikey, a 5'6" senior guard. Number 3, Peyton Potman, a 5'10" senior forward. Number 10, Ellie Lenz, a 6-foot senior forward. And Ellie Lounsbury, a 5'9"
Next is Ellie Lenz, daughter of Paul and Molly Lenz.
And we'll be back to the starting lineups here shortly as we conclude senior night here at Sioux Falls Christian.
Next is Bella Nelson, daughter of Greg and Eliza Nelson. And last we have Peyton Popova, daughter of Mike and Wendy Popova. And we have Ellie Lounsbury, daughter of Jason and Jody Lounsbury. Let's get up for the senior girls basketball players and manager and their head coach, Dan Young, assisted by Zach Perry and Ryan Fetters. And at this time, as they do before, we want to welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to Sioux Falls Christian High School with tonight's basketball game between the Tri-Valley Mustangs and your Sioux Falls Christian Chargers.
After tonight's game, Sioux Falls Christian has.
And remove your cap as Brian Harrison
We are going to
offers a prayer before
do
tonight's
our
game.
prayer and national anthem
Let's
first.
pray. Dear God, thank you for bringing Tri-Valley here safely tonight. Thank you for blessing us with the opportunity and ability to play basketball. Please keep us injury-free and help us to glorify you through all we do on and off the court. Amen.
And now with everyone standing, we ask that you please face the flag to honor America with our national anthem being played tonight by the Sioux Falls Christian Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Michael Grudenboom. A reminder to all in attendance of the proper respect is to stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. All veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
concluded the national anthem here, played by Sioux Falls Christian Pep Band under Michael Grunenberg. As I was saying before the national anthem, after tonight's game, Sioux Falls Christian rounds out this season. This Friday night they play St. Thomas More at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. Saturday our girls will play Mount Vernon Planington at home. That'll be the last regular season home game. That starts at 6 p.m. And next week they will be on the road on the 14th, which is Tuesday, at Yankton. That'll be the last regular season game of the year for the Lady Chargers. Tri-Valley, after tonight's game, they will be playing Lennox at home on the 9th. On the 11th, they will be at Millbank. And on the 13th, they will close out the season hosting McCook Central Montrose at 7:30 at Tri-Valley. So again, tonight's game features the Mustangs at 7 and 9, and the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers at 14 and 2. Starting lineups are completed. Sioux Falls Christian comes out in their home whites. Tri-Valley is in the away maroons. And jumping up at center will be Winslow and Limbs. Sioux Falls Christian starting all seniors tonight on senior night. The ball is gripped and controlled by Mariah Harrison. She will set the offense for the Chargers. Kate Pop on the right wing. Limbs out to Pop. How about it? Dribble penetration out to Lounsbury. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Wenzel. And she gets it to Buckman, and she will set the offense for the Mustangs. Falls Christian opens up in a man-to-man. Get it inside, turnaround jump shot, no good. Taken by Pearson. Coming out of the pack is Limbs. Limbs to Harrison. Harrison back out to Limbs. Limbs will set the offense over to Popma. Get it into Lounsbury. No good. Nothing there. And coming out of the pack is Grindy. She'll dribble penetrate right wing. Get it inside. Turnaround jumper. No good. Off the mark by Pearson. Offensive rebound to Pearson. Ball is stolen away by Popma. Popma comes back the other way. Left-handed layup up and good by Peyton Popma. First bucket of the game. 2-0 Sioux Falls Christian. They come out in the 2-2-1 press. Mikey and Harrison up front. Looking for traps. Looking for the steal. Nice job of breaking it that time by the Mustangs. Back the other way. Left-hand layup, no good. Rebound up and good by Pearson. Her first bucket of the game. It's tied at 2. 6:13 to go, quarter number 1. Ellie Lems to the hole. Ellie Lems kicks it strong, going to get fouled on the play. And Ellie is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on Pearson, number 40. Her first, team first. Lems to the line to shoot 2. First one off the mark, no good. Ellie's a 6-foot senior forward. Committed to Dordt University to play college basketball next year. Second one is up and good. It is 3-2. Sioux Falls Christian leads. Just over 6 to play.
Speaking of Dordt University, there was a great, I forget, it was in the 80s. There was a great player, three-point shooter. Last name, I don't know, rhymes with Roustra. I don't know if you remember that guy.
Back the other way, we got Patma. No good. Coming out of the pack is Grindy. Some comments just don't deserve another one, Mr. Voss. Knocked away by Limbs. Limbs on the steal. Limbs comes the other way, takes it strong to the hole. Double dribble. Double dribble called against Limbs. 3 new players in the game, Vanderleest, Swift, and Nelson check in. Mikey, Lounsbury, and Harrison check out. And the press is broken. Vanderleest gets their hand on it. Limbs comes out of the pack. Up to Vanderleest. Over to Nelson. Nelson, 2-pointer up. No good. And we're going the other way. Mustang basketball off of Nelson. Sioux Falls Christian will get back in the press. Wenzel will do the honors. Gets it in. To Grindy, back to Wenzel, over to Pearson. Ellie Limbs gets another steal. Limbs up, bucket good. She scores the bucket, gonna go to the line to shoot the free throw. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. That's what they were called in the 80s. Back what Mr. Voss was talking about. We had old-fashioned things back then. Just saw the replay of Allie on the steal and the bucket. That foul was called on Wenzel. It's her first, team second. Limbs will shoot the free throw, no good. And in the game is Emery Pearson. She comes down with that rebound. Back the opposite way, Mustangs set the offense. Picked up by Vanderleest, nice spin dribble. Up strong, no good. Dribble penetration. Limbs comes out of the pack with the rebound. Limbs strong the opposite way. Nelson. And she's going to be fouled on the play. I think it's going to be called not a shooting foul. And that's going to be called on number 2. Buchman, that's her first. Nelson will do the inbounding. Actually, they called that on number 10, not number 2. That's her first. Limbs, 2-point basket's good. Limbs has 5. 7-2, Sioux Falls Christian leads, 4:15 to go, quarter number 1. They get back the opposite way. Mustangs break the press. Dribble penetration. Swing it right side. The 2-pointer on the way, no good. Vanderleest comes out of the pack with the rebound. Katie sets the offense over to Patma. Patma over to Swift. Swift to Patma. Out to Swift. Swift 3-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound taken out of there. Buchman sets the offense. Tri-Valley working it around the perimeter. Dribble penetration, layup, good. Fouled by Vanderleest. That'll be Katie's first.
That bucket was by Grindy. That's her first bucket of the game. She'll go to the line to finish the three-point play.
We got the free throw angle right here, brought to you by Max Nickelbauer, our remote cameraman on it. He also grabbed that replay right there for us. We'll go back live here if the other cameraman could swing over here.
Three-point play completed. Limbs takes it strong. Limbs scores it. She's got 7. 9-5, Sioux Falls Christian leads. Harrison back in the game. Stolen by Vanderleest. Harrison on the putback. Harrison's first 2 of the game. 11-5. And they're going to get it trapped at half. Limbs on the steal. Limbs on the two-pointer, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Sorensen. And she gets it over to Buchman, and they'll set the offense. Three-pointer on the way is in and out, no good. Maya Nelson out of the pack. Nelson up the right side. To Vanderleest. Over to Swift. Limbs, three-pointer, no good. Coming out of the pack is Grindy. And she'll set the offense at the point. 1:50 to go. First quarter, 11-5, Sioux Falls Christian leads. Harrison on the defense. Mustangs being patient. And we're going to have a foul called on Harrison, her first. That'll be team second. And the Mustangs will inbounds underneath the Sioux Falls Christian basket. Back in the game is Bikey. Nice defense by Brenna. Coming out of the pack is Nelson. Nelson over to Swift. Swift, 3-ball on the way. Good. Jackson Swift, first basket of the game. She hits the 3. And Jackson's going to be called for the foul. I believe that's going to send Pearson to the line. Ava Pearson gets the bucket. She'll have a chance for the three-point play. And you can see the replay right here.
Yeah, that was a nice little pass, a nice little floater.
Off on the board. Popma comes out of the pack with the board. Over to Swift. Swift over to Nelson. Back to Swift. To Popma. Peyton Popma on the dribble penetration. Peyton scores it. She's going to go to the line to shoot the free throw.
Popma with an opportunity of her own here. She drives right between the two girls. Definitely got hit with the body right there. The senior puts it home.
Maddie Heavey, her first. Peyton will go to the line to try to pick up her 5th point of the game. And she does. 17-7. Harrison and Harrison will be called for the foul. That'll be number 2 on her. Limbs checks back in. Harrison out. 47 seconds to go, quarter number 1. .35 seconds to go. Three-pointer on the way. Off the mark, no good. Battle for the ball. And it's going to be Sioux Falls Christian basketball off the Mustangs. Swift will inbounds. And Nelson will set the offense for the Chargers. Nelson over to Swift. They can hold for 1. Down to 20 seconds. 10 seconds to go. They get it into Limbs. Limbs scores it, and she'll go to the line to complete the three-point play. Nice end of quarter play set that time by the Chargers. That foul is on Ava Pearson. That's her second. Team fifth. 6.5 seconds to go. Ellie Limbs completes it. She's got 10 first quarter points. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Limbs. 1.5 seconds to go. Ellie showed some Ivan Voss vertical there to tap that one away. You look really good with two headsets on there, Mr. Voss. It's like you've been up in a balloon somewhere.
I'm listening to two voices, one in each ear, and I'm not sure which one to respond to right now. I was wondering, though, it is senior night. Does that mean we get a discount at concessions, Jay?
Yes, I got a discount already.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Let's look at a couple of quick highlights here from this quarter while we're waiting for our remote camera guy here to get set up for maybe a cheer section. There's Peyton Popham driving for her three-point play here on senior night. Here comes Tri-Valley the other way. This nice little floating pass cross right underneath. Nice opportunity for the Mustangs. Jackson Swift from downtown hitting that one. Drive on the baseline right here and a little spinning move. And then the rebound by Brenna Bikey. That ended up with the fast break to Ellie Lems on the other side. Here goes Ellie Lems, the senior, looking for a quick two right there. And we're back live here with Mr. Wostra on senior night.
And we're back. Senior Citizen on the mic on senior night. Mustangs ball, far side. He got it inside, popped it back outside. Brenna Bikey goes for the steal, not there. Swing to the right wing, dribble penetration, two-point basket up and good by Buchman. That's her first bucket. And it's 20-9. Just starting the second quarter. Swift right side over to Limbs. Limbs strong to the hole, nothing there. Ellie gets it back out, over to Swift, into Ellie. Out to Vanderleest. Vanderleest three ball on the way, good. Katie hits it. That's a little bit of, just got off the ground a little bit on that pass. You know, when you don't have any vertical, you don't have a problem getting off the ground on a pass. Bikey, left side, Popma top of the key. They get it into Limbs. Limbs out to Bikey. Bikey three ball on the way, no good. And coming out of the pack is Grindy for the Mustangs. Picked up by Vanderleest. And the Mustangs will set the offense. Pass knocked away, stolen by Limbs. Limbs up the right side, over to Vanderleest. Vanderleest up to Popma. Popma out to Swift. Swift over to Limbs. Limbs three ball on the way is good. Limbs has 13, 26-9. Nice pass inside. Two-point bucket is good. That was Hastings on that two. That's her first bucket of the game. 26-11, just under 6 to go. Popma dribble penetration. Popma scores it. She's got 7. 28-11, 5:40 to go, first quarter, first half. Two broken on the way, no good. Bikey comes out of the pack. Bikey over to Limbs. Limbs up, scores it. She'll go to the line to shoot a free throw. Limbs has 15 of the 30, 5:22 to go.
Yeah, here's a replay on Lems's drive, a little up fake right there, and just drives to the hole. Good opportunity for three-point play here. And she just had three-pointers just a second ago. Something we haven't seen a whole lot of is Lems shooting three-pointers, but she's been active inside and out tonight.
Makes the free throw. She's got 16, 31-11. Sioux Falls Christian up in this one. They stay in the 2-2-1.
Oh, almost right there.
And they fall back into man-to-man. That's typically what they have done. Bikey on the steal. Scramble on the floor. And Lems is going to get called for foul, I believe.
Yeah, they wanted to call Brenna, but they wanted Bikey called on that foul. She did fall on top of a Tri-Valley player there. Didn't mean to. She was going for the ball, but probably a little too much contact right there.
She was helping her up there at the end of the
yeah,
play.
That was good sportsmanship. She realized. I think if I fell on somebody out there, they probably wouldn't get up.
They probably would. We just probably have to peel them off the floor. Well, we're going to get a foul called on. I believe that's going to be called on Katie Vanderleest. That's number 2 on Katie. And that's going to send Grindy to the line to shoot 2. First one off the mark, no good. Back in the game is Swift and Patma. And Avery Reitz just checked in. Second free throw is good. That's Lauren's 4th point of the game, 31-12, 4:25 to go. Reitz, right corner, out to Swift. Swift to Patma, to Swift. Swift over to Reitz. Out to Patma, to Swift. Into Harrison. To Swift. 2-point basket, good. Jackson Swift got 5. Harrison on the steal, over to Nelson. Nelson all the way to the basket, good. Maya Nelson, first bucket of the game. It's 35-10. 3:48 to go. We got a replay here of Maya Nelson on the 2-point basket. And a timeout called. We'll be back in a minute. And we're back. Coming out of the timeout, Sioux Falls Christian stays in the press. Ball is passed over the head. Turnover. Swift comes out of the pack with it. Over to Patma. Patma 3-point ball on the way. No good. Rebounded by Buchman. Buchman takes it up Up the right side, three-pointer on the way, no good. Harrison on the rebound. Harrison up the right side to Swift. Swift, three ball on the way, no good. And Avery Reitz tries to save it. Limbs in, Harrison out. Nice job of breaking the press that time, but do have a turnover in the backcourt. Swift to Potma. To Nelson, to Potma. To Swift. Three ball on the way. No good. Limbs on the rebound. Out to Reitz. Reitz goes hard, nothing there. Gets her own rebound. Nelson, two-pointer on the way. Good. Maya Nelson. Let's check in. Lounsbury and Bikey. And I think Swift is going to be called for the foul, I believe. Yep. That is going to be Jackson's first foul. Nope, second foul. Team seventh. So the Mustangs will be in the 1-1 the remainder of the half. First free throw by Grindy is up and good. And she'll get a second. Multiple. We got a line change. I think we're playing hockey here tonight. We got all kinds of new bodies in. Couldn't really tell you who checked in there. Anyway, we got one more free throw coming for Lauren Grindy. And that one is good. She's got 6. 37-14, 2:25 to go. Half number 1. Limbs. No good. Rebound taken out of there by Hastings. Up the left side to Grindy. Grindy pulls up from 10. No good. Offensive rebound taken out of the pack by Heavey. And the Mustangs will reset the offense. Three-pointer on the way. No good. And I think maybe Bikey's going to be called for the foul. Not sure who they're going to get that on. Yeah, that's going to be on Brenda Bikey. That's her first. Team 8th. And that's going to send Heavey to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 37-14, 1:55 to go in the half. First one is up and good. Her first point of the game. She'll give a second free throw coming. Second one's off the mark, no good. Ellie Limbs comes out of the pack with the rebound. Limbs pushing it hard. Over to Potma. Potma thought about it, no good. Didn't like it. Bikey. Three-pointer off the mark. That's kind of interesting. Peyton passed that up because most Potmas that I've played with over the years, any shots over half court are pretty much in range. Peyton is she's a good shooter.
Well, she just takes after her mom.
Yeah, I played with her uncle. Well, let's see. That wouldn't be her. Let's see. What would that be to her? I played with her her father's cousin back in the day, and yeah, needed a couple balls on the court at that point. First free throw up and good for Grindy. Checking in the game, back in the game is Buchman for the Mustangs. Grindy will get a second. And that is good as well. She's got 8, 1:25 to go, 37-17 in the half. Reitz, dribble left over to Bikey. Bikey dribble, penetrate middle 2-point basket up and good by
Nice
Miranda
drive.
Vikey. Her first bucket of the game. It's 39-17. A little over a minute to go in the half. Nice save that time by Buchman. Mustangs working around the perimeter, looking for the cutter. They get it into Grindy. It'll be off of Reitz. It will remain Mustang ball. 11 seconds to go on the shot clock. 47 seconds on the game clock. Three-pointer off the mark, no good. And it's going to go off the Mustangs. Sioux Falls Christian ball. 33 seconds to go in the half. Charger ball. Nelson to set the offense for the Chargers. Over to Potma. Potma back to Nelson. Nelson penetrate over to Lounsbury. Lounsbury gets it into Reitz. Out to Potma. Potma dribble penetrate. 2-point bucket up and good. Peyton's got 9. 41-17. 6 seconds to go. 41-17. And that's going to pretty much bring us to half. 0.1 seconds left on the clock. And that brings us to halftime. Leading the way for the Chargers that half is Ellie Limbs. She's got 16 first half points. And leading the way for the Mustangs is Grindy with 8 points. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
All right, we are back. We have just a few seconds here to go during halftime. You were watching the pop shoot. And I don't know, Mr. Wastra should have probably gone down there. He would have come back with several 2 liters, I think. But we also want to give a shout out tonight to Joel and Kristen Mulder. I believe they are having a feast on Arby's right now at home. They enjoy watching the game and having a few Arby's roast beef sandwiches. Also want to thank everybody for watching the games this year. This is we have one more home game, I believe, on Saturday. That time has been switched to 6 o'clock for the girls' varsity game. That was a switch. So we'll have that game and then maybe a couple playoff games. But other than that, most of the games are over. But we're back live here with Mr. Wastra on the mic.
We are back. Sioux Falls Christian will start the half with the ball. Ellie Limbs, the right wing, back over to Jackson Swift. Swift out to Harrison. Over to Swift. Swift 3-ball on the way. Good. Jackson Swift hits the 3, her second one of the night. She's got 8. 44-17. 7.5 to go. Runner on the way, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Pearson. Pearson scores it. She's got 6. And coming back the other way is Maya Nelson. Over to Potma. Out to Swift. Swift thought about it. Over to Potma. Over to Limbs. Limbs dribble penetrate over to Nelson. Nelson 3-ball on the way, no good. And rebounded by Wenzel. Wenzel gets it up to Buchman. And the Mustangs will set the offense on the near side. 3-ball on the way is no good. Potma comes out of the pack with it. Over to Limbs. Limbs will push it up the right side. Gets it over to Harrison. Harrison over to Potma. Potma to Swift. Potma dribble penetration, and she's going to be fouled on the play. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Peyton Potma, 5'10", senior guard. First one was off the mark, no good. Second one is good. She's got 10, 45-19. Sioux Falls Christian picks up in the 2-2-1 again, start the half. And we're going to have a 10-second call on the press. Swift into Nelson. Nelson over to Swift. Ball is knocked away. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian ball. Grindy got a hand on that one. Swift into Nelson. Nelson will set the offense for the Chargers again. They get it into Limbs. Limbs out to Potma. Potma thought about the 3. Out to Limbs. Over to Swift. Swift over to Nelson. Nelson to Harrison. Harrison saved it in, and the ball ends up in Mustang hands. Harrison gives chase from behind. And the Mustangs will set the offense. Sioux Falls Christian in a 2-3 zone that time down the court. Potma on the steal. Potma all the way, no good. She gets her own rebound. And coming out of the pack is going to be Mustang basketball off of Nelson. Sioux Falls Christian pulls the press off. And they're going to go in a 2-3 zone on the defensive end. You don't see them play zone very often. Up 45-19. Good move. And the Mustangs will set the offense against the 2-3 zone. Three-pointer on the way is no good, off the mark. Yeah, ball is saved, but it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian basketball. Checking in the game is Bikey and Vanderleest. Checking out is Popma and Nelson. Swift will inbounds to Vanderleest. Katie will set the offense for the Chargers. Vanderleest out to Swift. Swift over to Limbs. Out to Swift. Swift, three-pointer on the way. No good. And Harrison comes out of the pack with it. Harrison all the way to the hole. Harrison is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Harrison will shoot two. That foul is called on Sorensen, her first. Team second. Mariah Harrison, first one's up and good. That's her third point of the game. Mariah's a 5'6" senior guard. I believe Mariah is headed to Mount Marty next year. And second one is also good. She's got four. 47-19, 4:50 to go, third quarter. Sioux Falls Christian comes back in the 2-3 zone again. Good ball movement that time by the Mustangs. Three-pointer on the way is good by Grindy. She's got 11. And we're coming back the other way. Bikey up top to Limbs. Limbs penetrate. Swift, three-pointer good. Third three of the game for Swift. She's got 11, 52-22. And we're going to have a foul called on Limbs. That's her second. First foul of the second half. Checking in the game is going to be Reitz. Reitz checks in, Limbs checks out. And we do have a Mustang at the table too. She'll be checking in for the shooter. And that is Pearson checking in. Emery Pearson checking in and Ava Pearson checking out. Katie Vanderleest at the point. Over to Reitz. Reitz over to Swift. Swift, nice pass into Harrison. She's got 6. Nice pass by Jackson to Harrison. 52-24. 3.5 to go from the house that Ivan built. And we're going to have a travel called on that move. Nelson ready to check in. And checking out is Swift. Nelson in, Swift out. 52-24, 3:30 to go. Reitz. Out to Nelson. Maya saves it over to Vanderleest. Katie dribble penetrate. Spin move out to Nelson. Over to Harrison. Out to Vanderleest. Vanderleest three ball, no good. And we're going to have a scramble, jump ball. And it's going to go to the Mustangs. 3:03 to play, 52-24. See, we've got Coach Efron Poyer in the house with his newborn tonight. Dribble penetration, basket's going to count by Grindy. That's a foul is going to be called on Peyton Popma. That's her first. Grindy has 13 points on the night. She'll have a chance to complete the three-point play. Rindy is a 5'6" junior guard. Free throw no good. Reitz on the battle for the board, gets it out to Potma. Potma up the right side. 2:45 to go. Reitz three-baller, no good. Potma keeps it alive. And Bikey gets the ball in the backcourt. Brenna Bikey over to Nelson. Nelson on the dribble drive. Maya puts it up. That's good. She's got 6. 54-26, 2:25 to go. Van Beek ready to check in along with Davey for the Mustangs. Sioux Falls Christian back in the man-to-man defense now. They were in 2-3 zone for a couple possessions. And we're going to have a push. That's going to send Peavy to the line, I believe, to shoot 2. And that's going to be called on Maya Nelson. That's her first. Team third. Bikey checks out. Van Beek checks in. And the Mustangs set the offense near basket. Ball is blocked by Potma. Reitz comes out of there with it, up to Van Beek. Van Beek on the shot, no good. Dribble penetration, shot goes up. Reitz is going to get called for the foul. And that's going to send Sorensen to the line to shoot 2. That's Avery's first. Set to check in is Swift and Limbs. First free throw is up and good for Haley Sorensen. It's her first point of the game. Nelson Vanderleest checked out. Second one is also good. And we're at a 54-28 game. Swift at the point for the Chargers. Swift over to Limbs. Back to Swift. Swift all the way to the hole. No good. Nice dribble penetration, block shot by Limbs. Limbs comes out of the pack. Limbs over to Swift. Swift three-point ball on the way. No good. And Potma comes out of the pack with it. Over to Van Beek. Van Beek penetrate to Limbs. Limbs strong to the hole, scores it. 23 seconds to go. 56-28. And bucket is scored by Sorensen at the buzzer after 3, 56-30.
We'll show you a quick replay of that shot right here. She goes left, and it's clearly a little kiss off the glass. She must have taken English class because she maybe put a little bit on it.
Oh, that's a good one. This time of night, Mr. Ross. It's 20-9.
It might be time to check in some of our sponsors here. We'll be right back.
And we're back. Peyton Popma will do the inbounding to start the fourth quarter. Popma into Nelson. Mustangs stay in the man-to-man defense. Nelson right wing. They look to get inside. Limbs up to Swift. Swift three-pointer on the way. No good. Limbs on the rebound. Swift on the three-pointer. No good. It'll be Mustang basketball. Winsel into Buckman. Mustang set the offense right side. Sioux Falls Christian back in the man-to-man defense. Three-point basket on the way is good by Stephanie Buckman. She's got 2 buckets, 5 points, 7:15 to go. Swift over to Harrison. Harrison over to Limbs. Limbs out to Swift. Swift takes it strong to the hole. Out to Nelson, to Popma. To Harrison. Harrison dribbled, penetrate, no good. Harrison's going to be called for the foul. That'll be number 3. Team 6th. And Sioux Falls Christian will back off the press. Nice pass inside. Didn't go, but it's a good pass. Limbs comes out of the pack with it. Limbs all the way. Over to Swift. Swift over to Popma. Popma to Swift. Swift to Limbs. Limbs dribble, penetrate, scores it. Allie Limbs has 20. And we're at 6:15 to go. Three-pointer on the way is good. That one's taken by Heavey. She's got 4, 58-36, 5:55 to go. Limbs over to Swift. Swift over to Popma. Popma to Harrison. Harrison dribble penetrate over to Popma. Popma penetrate over to Limbs. Limbs three-ball on the way, good. She's got 23, 61-36. 5:22 to go. And Popma on the block, get it into Pearson. She gets her own rebound. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Swift comes out of the pack with it. Jackson up the right side. Gets it over to Nelson. Nelson tried to get it into Harrison. Ball goes off a Mustang leg. And we got 4 new Chargers coming in. Maya Nelson stays. We've got Lounsbury.
They're watching the replay of that last shot by Limbs.
Reek on the dribble penetration out to Nelson. Dribble penetrate by Vanderleest. Three-pointer on the way by
Wow.
Van Beek. Van Beek scores the 3. Aubrey first
That's a
bucket
step
of the
back
game.
shot right there.
And she hits it. Dribble penetration off the mark by Winsel. Another three-pointer on the way. Nelson comes out with it. Gets it up to Vanderleest. Vanderleest back to Lounsbury.
Nice pass.
Lounsbury scores it. Lounsbury on the bucket. 2-point basket.
A nice job of Vanderleest right there to just look and take what they gave her, which was a nice little dish inside. On the breakaway again, And that's going to be a hard foul.
That was a hard foul. And Beek went down hard.
Take a look at that right here from cameraman Max Negebauer's angle, and that was a little push in the back right there. Ooh, boy, she hit the floor too. Good to see she's popped back up.
Van Dong checking in. Vanderlee's checking out. Van Beek off the mark on the free throw. Three and a half to go. Pass it's inside. We're going to have a foul called on Lounsbury. That'll be her first. Team 7th. So Mustangs will go to the line. Shoot the bonus. Going to the line is Emery Pearson. First one is up and good. Her first basket, her first point of the game. Second one is also good. She's got 2, 67-38. Maya Van Dong, dribble penetration. Oh, a nice move by Maya. She's lost the handle.
I thought she was going for a behind the back pass there for a second.
Jenna Sprick checks in the game. Over to Avery Reitz. Avery hard to the hole. Off the mark, gets her own rebound. Off the mark, gets her own rebound. And coming out of the pack is Heavey for the Mustangs. Heavey takes it up the left side. That's the offense for the Mustangs. We got 2.5 to go, 67-37. That was a nice move.
Very nice move.
Nice move by Maddie Heavey. That's her 6th point of the game. 2:20 to go. Lounsbury on the dribble penetration. She's pushed on the ground, I imagine they'll call that. That's called on Sorensen if that's her second. Team 4th. Sydney Scott just checked in the game. Into Van Dong. Van Dong 2-point basket is good. Her first bucket of the game. 69-39, minute 40 to go. Pass is stolen by Van Beek. Van Beek going to pull up for the 10-footer, and we got a jump ball, and it's going to be Mustang basketball. Checking in is Reagan Pearson for the Mustangs, and Tessa Negebauer checks in for the Chargers. Minute 17 to go. Three-pointer, no good. Coming out of the pack is Scott. Scott over to Van Beek. Van Beek pulls up for the 3. No good. And coming out of the pack is the Mustangs. Number 22 is Avery Volts in the game. And we're going to have a foul called. I think that might go on Jenna Sprick. Not sure who they got. It is on. No, they called it on Sydney Scott, not on Jenna Sprick. First free throw up and good by Avery Volts. She'll get the second. 34 seconds to go, and the second one is also good. Innisbrook, three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Down to 10. Again, Sioux Falls Christian girls will be in action on Friday night. Ed Mitchell at the Corn Palace versus St. Thomas More. It'll be a tough game. Saturday, they are home versus Mount Vernon Plankington, 6 p.m. start. Excuse me, that'll bring us to the end of this one. Sioux Falls Christian wins at 69-41. They improve to 15 wins and 2 losses. And the Mustangs fall to 7 wins and 10 losses. The Mustangs will be in action on the 9th against Lennox at home. So, farewell from Sioux Falls Christian High School, Ivan Voss Court, and we'll see you on Saturday.